As we begin this, a couple of things that Dean Heath kind of started, so I would like to do this as well. I'd like to kind of center us and bring us into the room for just a second, okay? So if you would do me a favor, put both feet on the floor and kind of sit up straight in your chair. Awesome, great. And if you do me a favor, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more deep breath in and another deep breath out. And one last one breath in and one breath out. They say that by taking 3 deep breaths, it can change your thinking, your complete mindset of what's going on. I've used it. I encourage you to use it. I encourage you to use it as you continue through your studies, like before clinicals, like before tests, before your homework, right? They're good things to do. So with that, let's begin. So what I would like to ask you to do is you've been given a pen light, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct? Everybody has one? Would you please grab it? Okay. Now, kind of what I'd like to do is actually kind of split the seating arrangement. So kind of, if you're behind the projector, you're going to go on this side. And if you're on this side of the projector, you're going to stand up and move to this side. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do is actually step all the way out to the outside of the stairs, okay? And we're going to make a line. And actually, for those in the front, if you would kind of come down and fill in here. For those over here, fill here. And make sure you carry your pen light with you. You will need your pen light, please. Okay. So what I'd like for you to do actually now is if you would, everybody extend your right hand kind of like this. We're not going to like high five you, I promise. But with the faculty, if you would please start with the students and just give a small dollop of the hand sanitizer and go around until we have everybody's hand done, please. Go ahead and start. All right. Perfect. Great. So behind me is the picture of the person that Dean Heath and several of the professors alluded to, and that's Florence Nightingale, correct? We know her best from her work that she did in the Crimean War. Not only did she improve medical conditions, she increased the sanitary part of taking care of people. That's what she did. That's who she was. That's what made her different. But that's not the only thing. But as we begin the blessing of the hands and we begin the ceremony, that's the first thing we think about today, is what she did to improve those conditions. And this is the first step for you in the blessing of the hands. So we're going to remember Florence Nightingale as we do that. So we've given you a dollop of hand sanitizer. And what we'd like for you to do is just take a moment and rub that in your hands and think about that. And with that, I'm going to ask Stephen to read a blessing of your hands.
Bless the work of your hands as they provide comfort to those in need, as they provide hope and strength to patients who are suffering, as they give peace to those in fear and pain, as they nurture and care for the lonely. Bless your hands as they embrace others with passion, as they wipe away tears, as they embrace death and comfort those who mourn, as they carry out tasks as part of caring for each other, your family, and this community. Bless your hands as they hold the promise of your future. Amen.
Dean Heath and the professors also mentioned that Florence Nightingale was also named or called the Lady with the Lamp. That's because she went and checked on the wounded from the war, the Crimean War, at night. You too have now been given a lamp. It doesn't look like Florence Nightingale's. It's not as big as hers probably was, and probably doesn't carry probably kerosene or oil or whatever they used to light the lamps with back then. But what you have been given is a pen light. And today, that's your representation of a lamp. And so what we're going to ask is now you participate in the blessing of the hands. And in doing that, what we're going to ask is the ones on this side, if you would please put your pen in your right hand. And you're going to take your left hand, and I'm going to demonstrate on Dean Heath. And you didn't think I had one, did you? See? So what you're going to do is you're going to hold the light. You're going to put your hand on her shoulder and light your light. Now what I'm going to ask is that once you light your light, please leave it lit as you go up. Hang on one second. Y'all are ahead of me over here. Y'all are good. So over here, that's right, your lamp will go in your left hand, and you'll place your right hand on the shoulder. Okay? All right? So may we begin. Thank you. Now take just a moment and look around the room. These are the people who are going to walk this path with you, teach you, care for you, share with you how to care for others. Not just the peers to your left and right, but the faculty that stand with you as well. They will walk with you on this journey. So keep them lit, and may I share this personally with you as well. The reason that this is so important to me and why I find this such a blessing to do is because one day, I try not to cry, sorry about that. One day, you may be the person that takes care of me. You may be the person one day that takes care of my kids. You. So blessings on you as you begin this journey, as you begin this noble profession. The other thing I share with you is this. The other reason that is important to me, there's a lady in my life that I've been married to almost 25 years that her picture is actually on the hallway. Not here, she's not that young. You have to go up a couple of floors. But she too is a nurse. She's been a nurse as long as we've been married. It is one of the noblest professions that you will do. Stephen and I can tell you as chaplains in this organization, we count on you and your knowledge and your expertise. And we care, and we count on your caring for those people who lay in those beds. Thank you for what you are going to learn. Thank you for what you are going to do. And most of all, thank you for the care that you are going to give to the people of this place, of this county, of this state, and potentially of this world. Blessings on you as you begin this journey into nursing. Thank you. And with that, we are concluded. Blessings.